5.
Alrighty. Is it just me on the stream at the moment? If it is, I'll just take over. Let me just check something. I might have missed something. Is it just me on the stream right now? Am I confusing things? I'm live. Alright, hello folks. Apologies about that. My name's Hypnotic, and I am running a funny game called Unearthed, Trail of Ibn Battuta. The reason we're on this screen to start with is I've sort of done a very half-arsed cosplay of our main character, Faris Jawad. But there's a lot to talk about with this game, and it's only in a 20-minute space, so we're gonna get ready. Is somebody ready to start the timer?
We got somebody ready on timer. Do you want to give a countdown, or do you want someone else to do it?
Do you mind if I give a countdown?
You or me?
I'll give the countdown.
You do it? Alright.
Okay. We're all ready.
Go ahead, buddy.
3, 2, 1, let's go. So this game, if you've heard of it before, as probably for bad reasons, so this was given an 11 out of 100 by Metacritic. Granted, we are playing the more sort of optimized version. That doesn't mean that it's improved greatly. So this is the tutorial stage, which is incredibly tedious because we have these hint boxes coming up all the time, and we have to keep on pressing the spacebar to get through it. And then we have these enemies which, despite registering hits, don't die from a headshot when their headshot is supposed to be a one-hit kill. We can avoid having to do anything with them. This is the only time we use environmental damage to take someone out, and we keep going, hobbling along very, very slowly. It's and look at this gun's hitbox. It's extremely big. Things you love to see. And then we come to our first fight. So this was released in 2013, and it was originally on PS3. And I apologise for all the clicking, but it's very much a button mashing sort of thing. Come back here, fella. Come on. You can't escape from me. Oh, this is a long fight. So in the original 2013 release for iOS and PS3, the fighting style was supposed to be sort of like Tekken or Street Fighter, where you have bars and combos. It was reduced to this because that system was dreadful and it used a 2D view. So now we're coming into a very intense moment. You can see Mr. I don't know. I don't know their names. They're not worth knowing. Now, I'm about to have a cutscene that sort of pretty much explains the whole story, but it's slow, so we wanna skip it. My keyboard isn't skipping anything. Let me have a look. Let me see what's going on. Okay, that should have skipped it. So now we are in a more open section. We haven't got a leg injury, so we can just keep on going. And we have to collect 4 discs in this little hub here. You'll be introduced to some of the sort of mechanics that aren't 100% solid. Again, I apologise for the keyboard clicking and the mouse clicking. It's one of those games, and my microphone is one of those microphones that picks up quite a lot. But it is what it is. Ooh, that was close to falling off the edge. We didn't want to do that. So we find another disc in here. Do a quick little menu warp. Back to the start where we want to be. And then we have got another pot to pop open.
We need to find a way.
This is the way. there is only one way. This climbing is particularly interesting, and the animations just go to show. So this game, it doesn't have a rich speedrun history, I think it's fair to say. Nice camera. It the current world record for it is at 21 minutes. I've got 22 in second place, and that's using 30 frames per second. So this is in 60 frames per second at the moment, and at some point I think I'll try and go for a good run in 60 FPS and be a little bit closer to first place. But in terms of a speed game, it's unique. And in fact, in terms of a game itself, it's completely unique. So the yeah, it's it's certainly something. It's, if you can tell by the name, you can sort of tell that it's trying to be a certain other franchise in terms of adventure, platforming type sort of thing.
Yeah, there are questions about that in the game. About a certain game with a guy named Drake, voiced by Nolan North.
Yeah, with a certain format of how the game is spelt. And,
yeah, it looks very, very, very familiar, but I can't really place it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, because this sort of game genre. Oh, and we've died. That is solid wall collision, or not so solid wall collision. Yeah, this sort of game genre isn't exactly uncharted territories, is it?
I wonder where this creepy-looking corridor.
Can we get a boom-sh? Yeah,
Best I can do.
There we go. Love it. Right, let's not clip through that wall. Let's play it safe this time. So the reason I clipped through the wall there is we go into an animation to sort of shimmy across it, but we can break out of that early. So if we count 4 or 5 steps here, we should be all right. There we go. Nice. That's what we wanted. Oh my gosh, the game has not been our friend today. This is probably the worst place to die because we've got a long way to go back, but I will play it safe. We don't want to go any more behind estimate at this point.
I wonder where this creepy-looking corridor is.
Do we have time for a single donation?
Yeah, go on then.
Alright, this is linked to a last run. Our very own Harry Potter has donated 20 euros. He says, as promised, for all of those Ron Weasley one backfights, thanks for having me. Sincerely, Harry Potter, aka Conception 2.
Nice. GG on the run.
Very funny.
Alright, so we're going to play it safe here because it hasn't been kind to us and the camera is very inconsistent. This is another point where we need to skip sort of dialogue boxes. And then we might be able to break an animation here. We don't. But instead, we're going to break this sequence. So you might think this is very intimidating. These hammers, nah, they're nothing. We can just run straight through. Now these boulders are very interesting. They're never ending. They keep on going, and they can be manipulated. But we made it through. It's quite easy to die on that section. So now we've got to collect 2 keys to get into the last door.
Try to find a way to get to it.
And this is one of the ways, so we can... Oh, okay, we didn't skip that. That's tedious. Oh well.
Easy. Use your monkey skills.
Okay, we might get hit here. Okay, let's just hope we don't get hit again. In theory, we shouldn't. We might get... Nah, okay, cool. Not right at the end. Okay, we're lucky to be alive. But that's the marathon luck that we needed. So we do another menu up here. It's very close to going into the option settings. There's nothing special there. And then we go into possibly the best section of the game. If it lets us get there. Here we go. It's some high-speed action, folks. Solving puzzles with an RC car. Best sort of puzzles. Now, why don't we just do it ourselves instead of getting an RC car to go on these levers? Because if we sort of hit this lower level as our main character, we will die. for whatever reason, they decided to just make it very unrealistic.
Just put the daggers at the end. Nice.
Now, one of the reasons why this game is, well, one of the people find it a very easy reason to blame the game for not being very good is I think it uses either Unreal Engine or oh no, Unreal? No, Unity. It uses Unity, which yeah, it hasn't got the best history in the world. So we've got another fight coming up. This one's a 2-cycle fight. This guy puts in a little more work than the previous fella. We didn't register that hit. A lot of these hits will register, but the animation for the other character getting damaged won't necessarily play. But this is where you can really enjoy the animations in this sequence. Oh, that was a good fight. There we can see a certain Faris being very slow and sort of jerking and stopping in position. So we've done that, and now we've got to get the hell out of here. So, see that guy there? We can ignore him. We've just got to hit these two. So you might think, oh wait, that dude's got a submachine gun. Like, surely you can't get away from him. This is easy mode in the game, so we can just run straight past them. We want to headshot all of these dudes. Okay, nice. We managed to headshot a few of them. We can't break this sequence quite as much as we can on the way in, so we do play it safe. Just run straight past that guy with the shotgun. Now we're going to try and get this strat. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm going to play it safe because we've got that strategy. So camera, thank you. The camera likes to snap around a lot when you come out of that little animation. It's not very kind. So if we go across now, we have got some people to take down here. And there's also someone along here who can shoot through his friend very efficiently. Right, that sequence done, that's good. We only had a couple of deaths at the start. I say that as if the sequence is done, it is not. We have got our stealth section. Metal Gear Solid fans, what are you playing your games for when we got this action? Bap, let's get out of here. So this, I mean, it has everything from your favourite games. It has driving from all of your favourite driving games. It has a hand-to-hand combat like your favourite fighting games. It has a running away like your favourite running simulators. And that is chapter 2 done.
Whew, finally made it. Where's
But
Donnie?
we've got a fight to. We've got another fight. We've got another fight to do. And it's this guy. So currently, geographically, we are in Egypt for whatever reason, and in fact, the reason is that we are trying to find certain treasures related to this fella called Ibn Battuta, who the game is sure to tell you travelled much further than Marco Polo. So this was sort of an attempted love letter, which didn't really hit the mark.
You should have accepted my offer.
So actually, I'm gonna take a little break from this game, you know. So we've got this section. We're escaping from everybody, and you might think, oh, well, like, are they not going to come after you? Well, they are. We don't need to shoot them. And this game is an auto. This section is an auto scroller, and we don't need to do anything. So I thought, what better use of our time than to make a sandwich. So I was thinking about this the other day. There's a great debate about whether we should. Well, I don't know. It's a conflict of opinions, and people talk about whether you should eat the crust of the bread or not. I'm just moving the camera over because we've got a very funny animation coming up. Yeah, look at that van. Look at that animation. That is peak animation. Look at the wheels. We are going to shoot this guy. I'm just going to make a sandwich whilst we're here. So you notice that there is a helicopter. Well, as you can see, there's something shooting at us from above, and that's a helicopter. We don't need to worry about that. We can't shoot it down in this phase. We can shoot it down here.
Got to be kidding.
So we haven't finished our sandwich yet,
Won't take it down.
but we'll finish making that in a second. Now the controls go to really jerky gun movement here, for whatever reason. And there we go. So I'm gonna... Well, I've gone for a salami sandwich today, folks.
Take that. That was close.
So we've got a little cutscene to skip. I believe we might have another.
Welcome to Morocco, my friend.
And now, we are in tourist mode. Let's get out of here. So this is a lovely following mission
Kitty?
in Unearthed
That reminds me of the cat I had.
style. Unearthed, Uncharted. I mean, Unearthed is its own game. It's its own beauty. So now we're going full tourist mode. I thought, why not complete the look? I believe I've got some sunglasses somewhere as well.
The weather looks really great this time of year.
You get
It gets
some
even better.
you get some
Usually
class
later,
dialogue in this
combine
section.
that with the scenery. And, well, you understand why we call Tangier the bride of the north.
So I mean, if there are any donations, you're not going to be missing out on any dialogue here. But if not, don't worry, you can enjoy the dreadful writing. Let's pop that there. And in fact, actually coming up is a very very funny hitbox for a chicken. So we're in the streets of Morocco, you know, just chilling with our homeboy Rashid
Battuta,
and
as
our
we
sister
know,
Danya.
was a famous Arabic
But you see these
explorer
chickens?
who went on a 30-year
That one's got a normal
adventure
hitbox. This one,
through the
however,
ages.
we just walk straight into thin air and it blocks us in our path for whatever reason.
A slave,
Um,
king, and then
But no, this is about as fun as
when he returned home,
trail missions get
the Sultan
in
asked
games.
him to write an account of his journey. Now, because Ibn Battuta was
So I'm gonna complete the tourist look.
to one of the Sultan's writers, my
There we go.
great grandfather, Ibn Juzay al-Kalabi. The book is called The Journey, or Al-Wila.
And here's the sandwich that we were making earlier. I'm probably not going to eat it midstream because there are things to talk about.
Into many languages, and it's available in bookstores today.
This is, yeah, you get a little bit of context about who this Ibn Battuta guy is.
The
During
initial
this
goal
little
of Ibn
sequence.
Battuta's trip was to perform pilgrimage to Mecca, and indeed, he managed to do it 3 times during his travel.
There
Do
we
we
go.
have time for another donation, maybe?
We do indeed.
Alright, I've got one donation from S2, who donated €5, saying, "Good luck. Nice to meet such an impressive and realistic game being run."
Thank you, ST.
Ah, my uncle used
We
to
have
own
got a
store
race coming up in under 12 hours. Me and ST are going to be racing a Sonic arcade game,
Sadly,
which should be very interesting. Only 2 seconds separates us on the leaderboards.
Along with
So,
the rest of these shops, it seems.
That's something to look forward to. And then, if we started at the right time for this mission, we should be able to catch up with our
Even paying attention?
our partners in crime.
oh, here it is, Akram's Cafe. Have a seat, please.
There we go. Now we're walking up. This is the gang. If you heard that little audio cut out, that was not me. That was the game. That's how well it's mixed. And although in a speed run we would cut all the cutscenes, we'd skip all the cutscenes. I'm going to be showing you why it's got an 11 out of 10.
I will have,
Look at
green
these
tea,
models
please. It acts as
and
a
the
cleanser,
lip
especially
sync.
useful for someone at my age.
I heard it helps reduce weight.
But actually,
too.
that model in the back is
I want
alright.
to try it out, Danya.
That's a decent model.
Ha ha ha. And I will have the traditional Moroccan tea. With
She
3
looks
spoons
like
of white
she
sugar.
is
On
going
top of
to
that, brown.
take someone's soul. That's all I'm saying. For a game that was released in 2013, you'd think that it can at least,
Quite honestly, the reason
I mean, do some lip
no one
syncing.
else is that your reputation precedes you.
So now here's a bit of context on who these are. That audio hasn't loaded, which is it's just the game. Sometimes the audio doesn't load, but the subtitles are loading, which is the important thing. There we go. It's come back.
I'm sure we can come to an agreement to
Whoa.
share whatever fortunes lie down this path.
I can assure you, sir, money is the least
Yep,
of our
trail mission.
motivations.
And there we are with our camera.
I don't know about you.
Just
Donnie,
pretend that
but I
was me
sure have a
earlier
lot of things
in the
I wanna
background.
buy. You're welcome to give me your share, though.
So there was another category that I was thinking of adding for collecting all the treasures. So in every stage there's 1 or 2 treasures laid around, and you can pick them up and sort of add them to a collection. But when you do a new game file, for some reason it still registers all of your old collectibles.
There, I see someone near the balcony.
So we're supposed to find intel
Hey, you!
about this, the treasures related to them in Battuta. But this dude's stolen them, and he's T-posing in the background. So we wanna get him, and hopefully we can break the sequence a little bit here. But of course we do this sequence very slowly, and it only lets us do things one step at a time. And yeah, very slowly, so we can let this guy run away as much as we can. Plane's going over. Feel like I'm home. And now that guy doesn't look like much of a danger, really.
Where did he go?
But notice what happens in this little sequence. He's got a knife, so you'd expect him to backstab us at least. But of course we see, and the knife just disappears out of existence. I hate when that happens. So this guy wearing socks that look like shoes, or shoes that look like socks. We're going to push him to the side so that we can trap him and just do a lot of button mashing, as is the way with this game. Okay, nice animations. This game, it never ceases to amaze me. I've put a couple of hours into it, and I still laugh at it. At some point I'll try and run the PS3 version, because that's the one that got its infamous rating. And this is supposed to be the gold edition. And this is a delightful anime cutscene to skip. You get to hear the start of it. The one good bit of voice acting. Okay. We might be in a bad sequence here. We might get noticed by the police. But that's not the end of the world.
Just a little more.
So we're supposed to take a very sort of cautious approach to getting away here, but we can just jump off a building. And now we are on to the final section of the game, quite possibly
Now what?
the best,
Okay, I just...
the most exciting, the exhilarating car sequence. So we can go first person, like all your favourite car games. And we are trying to... Wow, okay. We're trying to escape from these guys, who are actually putting in a good fight, for once. So, I'm going to drive around, show you the map. It's a big map. It goes on for a while.
What do you mean we?
So we can do some drifting,
My car
drifting around the
police are
streets.
chasing.
Notice what they're talking about in the
Try to
audio.
get away from the police for as long as you can.
So we,
I will call one of my
Varys,
friends
are driving
to
the
see if he can
car.
help us leave the city once we are safe.
Do you recognise this part of the map? If so, then you get bonus points because the map loops infinitely. And we've just got to keep on driving around and hope to not get hit by the police. But what we do want to do is hit other cars, because their horns are hilarious. So we've got a little meter at the top that we want to not sort of be reduced, otherwise that will mean that the police catch us. And that's not what we're going for, really. So I'm gonna... I love those horns so much, they're so good. You can tell what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it sound like it's getting more faint as you get further away. So I'm gonna go and try and go in here to avoid police harassment. There we go, and we can be safe in here. So the sort of the way to clear this mission is to wait for the music to finish. You thought the music just finished there. No. So we've got another loop of this soundtrack to go until the until we can go around. Oh, the police! They're about to get us. Ooh, they're trying. Look at the wheels. Okay, let's get out of here. The easy AI on this game is lovely.
Where exactly did you get your driving license, young man?
Good question.
Pilot's license, what for?
Oh, it's good we got that out.
So if you can tell from that,
Now
we are the driver in this situation. Okay, we will be coming up to time very soon. I will let you know when. It's when this music reaches its climax, well, finishes its climax and fades to black. So I'm going to give it an estimate of 3, 2, 1, fading to black, and time. So, after all that, and us driving around the streets of Morocco supposedly, we weren't. We were in the back seat. So this game does what it wants, and
I didn't expect all
yeah.
this.
So that was Unearthed Trail of Ibn Battuta.
Luckily,
Was
I
it
made a
an
copy
alright
of them about
time?
a week ago. It's in the glove compartment.
You ended with a 24:44.
them by any chance?
Yes, of course.
It's not amazing,
Jose kept the original
but not
version of
dreadful
Loki
either.
Cave he used
So,
for in the Atlas Mountains.
That's me for
Detailed the exact
Unearthed.
location.
Thank you for watching.
Then that's
Make
what
sure
we'll
you
find
get your
the guys
donations in,
divers.
and
I do.
if you
I do have one.
How can you be
Another
so
donation?
I do.
only
I do
one
have
guy?
one. Yeah, if you
on.
want to hear it.
Your
Go
sister
on.
is right,
All
folks.
right.
You'd better be
It is
prepared.
from.
Dark
Let
cursed
me double check who it
valuable
was
thing.
from.
Here we
Jack
come.
of Hearts. He says, it is for the sandwich part. For the
Ooh.
best sandwiches, you gotta stick with the classics.
Oh yeah.
BLT, pepperoni pizza toasties, or tuna sweet corn melts. Anyway, great run so far.
I dig that.
Looking forward to many of the ones coming up on schedule too. Shout out to the UKSG guys coming up later.
See with my eyes
Yeah. So
what I have seen.
thank you for watching. I'll do my exits in about 10 hours or so, if schedule goes as it's supposed to. I will be doing a race with S2, somebody who donated earlier. So make sure you stick around for that. And if you found this entertaining, wow, this is getting loud. I'm gonna skip this cutscene. Hopefully skip this cutscene. I'm sorry if anybody was finding that interesting.
Next on an all-new.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps going.
It's in that cave over there.
So yeah, if you found this entertaining, I stream this. I also stream Sonic the Hedgehog games, and I just try and have a good time. Hence the sandwich eating halfway through, and the sort of the very half-assed cosplay. Whatever your local sort of budget supermarket was, that was the sort of cosplay that you'd expect to get from them. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of what's on offer, and hopefully see you a lot later. Have a good one.